Hare Krishna,
Hare
Mataji.
Krishna. Yeah.
May I please introduce the translators and the reciter?
Yes. Yeah.
Our reciter for today was Swati Dange Mataji. She is already introduced to you all. Our translator for today was Hiya Mataji. Hiya Mataji lives in California. She is postgraduate. She is associated with ISKCON since her childhood. She practices chanting shlokas for 10 minutes daily. She serves as translator. Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Hiya Mataji and Swati Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hare Krishna. 1 second. Hare Krishna, everyone.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Second. Hare Krishna, everyone. Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Welcome, everyone. Hare Krishna. अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनाशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। नमो ॐ विष्णुपदाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्ता स्वामिनीति नामिनी। नमस्ते सरस्वती देवी गौरवाणी प्रचारिणी निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्यता देशतारिणी। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैता गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हे कृष्णा करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगतपते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते। नमो ब्राह्मण देवाय गो ब्राह्मण हिताय च जगद्हिताय कृष्णाय गोविन्दाय ते नमः। तप्त काञ्चन गौरांगी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। नमो महावदन्याय कृष्ण प्रेम प्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्ण चैतन्य नाम्ने गौरत्विषे नमः। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितनां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। अनंतकोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय। नामाचार्य हरदास ठाकुर की जय। श्रीला प्रभुपाद की जय। हरे कृष्णा एवरीवन। थैंक यू।
Hare Krishna.
हरे कृष्णा। Okay. Yes, we will share in the group. Yes, prayer. Okay. Okay, my screen is visible, right?
Yes, Mataji.
Thank you. Okay. So, welcome to the day 11 of Understanding Gita in 18 days. So, chapter 11, Vishwarupa Sandarshana Yoga. So, Krishna is going to reveal his universal form today, right? So, in this chapter, what we can understand is the he is actually the causes of all causes. So Krishna is the even he is the cause for Mahavishnu, who from whom this material world emanate, right? So we will understand. Why is this Vishwarupa Lord is showing? So what there are? I mean, we will see the reasons. What is the need? Like, why did Arjuna want to see the Vishwarupa? Because in yesterday chapter, Arjuna already accepted Krishna as Lord, right? In the first chapter we see that he was like a friend, like a friend he was seeing Krishna, and then in the chapter 2 he surrenders as a student, he becomes his disciple. Shishyasteham shadi mam prapannam, he says, right? And then in yesterday's chapter he praises, I mean, he says param brahma param dhama pavitram paramam bhavan purusham shashvatam divyam adidevam ajam vibhum. So he has accepted. So then what was the need of this Vishwarupa? So this is basically a like a power display of the Lord. So this is usually not the devotees are not very much actually keen for seeing this Vishwarup. So let's see but it's nice to understand so about the Lord's opulence. So let's take the blessings of Sri Radha Govind and Prabhupada. So all these teachings are based on Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. Arjuna Uvacha. One second. Mad anugrahaya paramam guhyamadyatma samnitam yatvayoktam vachastena mohoyam vigato mama. Arjuna said, by my hearing the instructions you have kindly given me about these most confidential spiritual subjects, my illusion has now been dispelled. So we all are in this illusion, right? We cannot understand the Lord as He is. It's very difficult for us. So what Krishna Arjuna is saying, his illusion is lost now. So what is Arjuna's illusion? If you can recall, if somebody can put in chat what we discussed in chapter 2, what were the reasons given by Arjuna that he cannot fight? What were the illusions of Krishna? 5 reasons that he cannot fight. You can post in the chat. Compassion, yes, Shailaja Mataji. Nice. Yes. Sin, yes. Shruti, family, yes. Not a family tradition, yes. Family tradition, yes. Sin, compassion, no enjoyment, period. Says, yes. Nice. And then other family tradition, or yes, indecisiveness, nice. Yes. So relativeness is compassion. Yes, family members is over. One more is there. So what are the indecisiveness? No enjoyment. Yeah, compassion. Did you cover all? Okay, elders and guru. It is a family tradition. Okay, first is no happiness, right? No enjoyment, he says, and then compassion. Compassion, no enjoyment, sin, family tradition, and indecisiveness. Yes, thank you. Everyone of you answered. So these are the 5 illusions that Arjun had. So Arjuna is saying that everything is all my illusion is now over. So. So this can be our illusion can be only how can it go? It's only by the mercy of the Lord. Evam etadyatha tattvam atmanam parameshvara drashtumiccami te rupam aishwaram purushottama. O greatest of all personalities, O supreme form, though I see you here before me in your actual position as you have described yourself, I wish to see how you have entered into this cosmic manifestation. I want to see that form of yours. So, so Krishna is saying, Arjuna is saying that whatever Krishna is here in the form of two-handed form, Sham Sundar form, is the supreme form, right? And in the actual position, but still, I want to see how God has come into this. I mean, he want to see how the emanations or how the creation happened and how everybody, how Krishna is the root cause of everything, right? So, why do you think he want to? What may be the reason? Uh, why did Arjun ask Lord Krishna to show the universal form? So you can post in chat. Why is he asking when all his decision? I mean, he has already convinced. His illusion is cleared. He has accepted the Krishna as Lord. So what was the need now to see the universal form? So you can post what you think. Why did Arjun asking? Out of his curiosity? Yeah, curiosity also. Yes. To confirm what? To confirm, to confirm, he wants to see the actual form of the Lord. But why he want to see? Yes, okay, curiosity, we can say. He want to see that whatever he is telling true. No, he don't. He has already accepted, Viraj Prabhu, that he is the supreme Lord. Yesterday in 10 chapter, he says, Param Brahma Parandama Pavitram Pavaramam Bhavan Purusham Shashvatam Divyam Adi Devam Ajam Vibhum. So Ahusvam Rishaya Sarve Devarshid Naradastata means all everybody have accepted and you are telling to me I also accept. He already accepted it. He wants to see here for more knowledge. He wants to see actual form of Lord in material. Yes, he want to see that. Still has some doubt of Paramatma. Okay, Shruti says that she has doubt. For others to set criteria, very nice, Kusumlata. Because of all universe is part of Krishna, Sun, Moon, and Kauravas. He wanted to see person who has the actual form. Okay, nice answer, very nice answers. So let's see. So he doubted Krishna? No, right? He didn't have any doubt on Krishna. He already accepted Krishna as the Supreme Lord. So did he consider himself special? Do you think he considered himself special, Arjuna? Because this knowledge has been given, because I have been chosen to tell this knowledge. So I'm special. Do you think? Because no one has ever seen the actual form. Yes, nice. Do you think Arjuna was proud that he was being chosen? No. Yes. Yes. He was not proud. He was a pure devotee, right? He was not proud. No. That was also not the reason. So then what is the reason? To convince the people who will consider Krishna as ordinary person. Right? Krishna says, Avajananti mamudha manushim tanumashritam param bhavamajanantaha mama bhuta maheshwaram avajananti mamuda. When I come as I take human form and I come to this material world, the fools deride me of my transcendental nature. So for such people, and also this is end of Dwapar Yuga and Kali Yuga is coming, right? He wanted to, it is like people will doubt if Krishna was Lord. So that he had to show to the people of Kali Yuga. So to show how great is Krishna, because the devotee always want to glorify the Lord, and Lord want to glorify the devotee. That is the sweet relationship they have, right? Between the pure devotees and the Lord. So here he wanted to glorify. He wanted to show the world that how great is the Lord. Now all this chapter from second chapter to 10, like Krishna has been. I mean, especially in the chapter 7, like in Bhakti Yoga chapters, we saw Krishna saying, right, and also Krishna says Aham sarvasya prabhavaha matta sarvam pravartate iti matva bhajante mam buddha bhava samanvitaha. I am source of everything, material and spiritual world. So Krishna is saying everything about him. Now he want to prove to the people, right? People will not accept so much Krishna told, but how will people accept? So he want to say. So just like if in a family a child has something like specialities, right? Child knows to do the Bharatanatyam or some recite some nice shlokas, right? The small kid or any or singing anything. If some guest come, parents are very curious. I mean, they ask, okay, you do this and show, right? That they want to glorify the child. Same thing here, the devotee wants to glorify the Lord. And also in there are many people now also, right? We see that they pose themselves as a god. Not just the, I mean, there may be a fake gurus, and also they call themselves as god, right? So to set this criteria that if somebody calls themselves as god, then he has to show the universal form, right? If somebody says that I am god, then we have to ask him, so then show your universal form. So the fake gurus who can tell that uh, if you give money, then I can do anything, right? So if he says I am God, so show me the universal form. And also, whoever has come, I mean, the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also has showed it in Chaitanya Charitamrita. We see this. He has shown the universal form to Advaita Acharya, and also here Nityananda Prabhu, and uh, to others, that this is the six Shad Bhuja form. Also, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has shown. So this is the universal form of the Lord. So our normal vision cannot behold the cosmic form of the Lord, right? So we have, with the material eyes, we will not be able to see this. So Krishna is going to give him the divine eyes now. Shri Bhagavanuvacha Pashya me Partha Rupani Shatashota Ata Sahasrashah Nana Vidani Divyani Nana Varna Kritani Cha. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, my dear Arjuna, O son of Pritha, see now my opulences, hundreds of thousands of very divine and multicolored forms. So it is very huge form, right? This Vishwarupa. So Arjuna is now he's telling, be ready to see my hundreds of thousands of very divine forms. So we can see all the devatas, right? The different devatas in his heads, and also there are Vasuki, Sarpa, and so many weapons in his hands. So the Pashyaditya, who and all he can see. Now Krishna is going to explain what all he can see in the Vishwarup. Pashyadityan vasun rudran ashvinau marutastata bahuni adrishta purvani pashyascharyaani bharata. O best of Bharata, see here the different manifestations of Adityas, Vasus, Rudras, Ashwini Kumaras, and all other demigods. Behold the many wonderful things which no one has ever seen or heard before. So no one has heard, because this is said to be a this universal form is Krishna shows only in the material world. This is not a part of. This is actually a demigod feature. We see that in the Adi Deva, the questions Adi Daivam, it comes in chapter 8, which Arjuna asked the certain 8 questions. So in answer, Krishna also says that it includes Devatas, including the universal form. So this is not highest. Actually, Arjuna is already on a higher level. So he is coming to a lower level. So he is able to conceive, I mean, understand Lord as he is in a two-handed form. That is the, but this is, he has to come down. So Krishna is giving him the divine eyes here. From the Prema Chakshu, he is coming to Divya Chakshu. No one has ever seen or heard before. So why is Krishna telling that no one has heard before, but whereas he has already shown in 2 places? Which are the 2 places Krishna has already shown Vishwarup? Or you can post in chat. To his mother, yes, he has shown the universe, right? Yes, and in one more place also, if you remember, somewhere to someone else also, some Krishna displayed, I mean, not complete universal form, but kind of, yeah, Ma Yashoda, yes, yes, very nice. Duryodhana, yes. So when Krishna goes for a peace talk, right? So that to avoid this war, on behalf of Pandavas, Krishna goes to the Duryodhana, I mean to Dhritarashtra, and he says that at least give the 5 villages to Pandavas, because as a Kshatriyas, they cannot, they cannot beg. They have to have their own land, because the whole continent was under one king that time. So that was nothing. 5 villages was asked, right? There were 5 brothers, Pandavas. So, but then they denied, right? Duryodhana didn't want it. Duryodhana said that even a inch of a land he cannot give up to Pandavas. So then, that time Krishna had he asked to arrest Krishna. Then Krishna had to show his universal form, right? Then to make them afraid. So most of them. But then even after seeing that, he couldn't understand. That's what Krishna says. The foolish will never understand that whatever Krishna does, they will never understand that he is Lord. O Arjuna, whatever you wish to see, behold at once in this body of mine. This universal form can show you whatever you desire to see and whatever you may want to see in future. Everything moving and non-moving is here completely in one place. Like when we put some for movies, 3D movies, right? They give a special glass. Then you can see the animations and all that. Similarly, but here it is more than that. Krishna is telling, with these divine eyes, not just he can see this form, he can also see what happened in past, what is going to come in future also. So everything. So this is so special. So what is the qualification to see Krishna? Yes, anyone can post in chat. What is only Bhishma Maharaj and Dronacharya saw this book? Yeah, they also saw. Bhishma Maharaj and Dronacharya also saw. Yes, very nice. Yes, pure devotee. Yes. So, no, Vidura was not there in the war, right? He went to Tirtha Yatra. He was not there. Vidura was not there. Yes. It was not Vidur, Sanjaya, right? Sanjaya was able to see. Bhakti Chakshu and divine. Yes. Pure devotees. Yes. Only what Krishna says, Bhaktya Mam Abhijanati, right? Only with Bhakti one can be able to see the Lord. And also in Brahma Samhita there is a prayer. Premanjana bhakti vilochanena santa sadaiva hrudayeshu vilokayanti yam shama sundaram achintya gunaswarupam govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami. So always santa sadaiva means all the time, 24 hours, the saintly people, they are able to see the Sham Sundar form in their heart. And Premanjana Churita, the eyes which are which are tainted with the ointment of love, right? So those eyes only are able to see the Lord. न तु मां शक्यसे द्रष्टुम् अनेनैव स्वचक्षुषा दिव्यं ददामि ते चक्षुः पश्य मे योगमैश्वरम्. But you cannot see me with your present eyes. Therefore, I give you divine eyes. Behold my mystic opulence. So with the normal eyes, you cannot see. Why? Because we all have the 4 defects. What are they? Defective senses. We get illusion. We commit mistake and we cheat others. So defective eyes, you can see this apple in the mirror, right? It is half eaten, but in the mirror when we see, it looks like a full apple, right? So we don't have the perfect senses. And illusion. So if you see this, if we concentrate this, if we see on the all sides, and then again you center on the center, if we focus on this, what do you feel? Do you feel that this is moving, or is it not moving? You can post. Yes, it seems moving. Yes, Ravi Kumar. And yes, so it seems moving, right? So, but that is because we get illusion, and many things we get illusion. We see a rope and we think like a snake, right? So this we get illusion very easily, and we commit mistakes. We keep committing some or other mistakes, right? Every day. And then we have the cheating propensity. Yes, it's an optical illusion. So even for microorganisms to see that, we need a microscope, and also to see the stars and this we have to see the sky at night, and we have to see very closely. We need to observe, means we need a telescope. So because then our senses are not perfect. So with that imperfect senses, we won't be able to see the Lord. So Krishna is giving him the divine eyes. Sanjaya uvacha evamuktva tato rajan mahayogeshwaro harihi darshayamasa parthaya paramam rupamaishwaram. Sanjaya said, O king, having spoken thus, the supreme lord of all mystic power, the personality of Godhead, displayed his universal form to Arjuna. So Sanjay is telling now that indirectly he's telling that the supreme personality of Godhead, Ishwaro Hari. So whatever hope you are having that your son can win the war, now everything is going to get shattered, right? Indirectly he's telling that God, the Lord, supreme Lord, is showing the universal form. So Sanjaya is, you all know that Sanjaya got that divine eyes from his guru, right? Vyasadev. So, and he was a minister in Dhritarashtra's kingdom. So for Dhritarashtra to see the what is happening at Warfield, he was given that divine eyes. So now he is explaining. So the Lord has showing the Vishwarup. Arjuna saw in that universal form unlimited mouth, unlimited eyes, unlimited wonderful vision. The form was decorated with many celestial ornaments and bore many divine upraised weapons. He wore celestial garland and garments, and many divine scents were smeared over his body. All was wondrous, brilliant, unlimited, and all expanding. So he couldn't estimate the width because it was so huge. Wherever he sees, he was only able to see the Vishwarup everywhere. So many mouths, right? Um so Arjuna is seeing the universal form now, and it is said here, even then, all the so many ornaments the Lord was wearing. Even in the when he came to the war field, he was wearing with all with kirit and all nicely dressed, right? And Krishna's body is not like us; it is a transcendental, so it is all smearing with the nice smell. His body. If hundreds of thousands of sun were to rise at once in the sky, their radiance might resemble the effulgence of Supreme Person in that universal form. So, even in like in midday, if we go outside, we won't be able to see just one sun, right? So just imagine how would it be like at once if thousands and hundreds and thousands of suns rise. We can't even imagine what would be the effulgence of the Lord. So much is the effulgence of the Lord, right? So that is why Krishna says in spiritual world there is no sun, there is no moon, there is no stars, because it is self-eliminated, eliminated because of God's effulgence. Though na bhashayate suryo na chandra. He says, Krishna says that in Taddama Paramam Mama, like in my world, there is no need of sun and moon, right? He's so effulgent. So here also we see Lord is so effulgent. O Lord of the universe, O universal form, I see in your body many, many arms, bellies, mouth, and eyes expanded everywhere without limit. I see in you no end, no middle, and no beginning. So now Arjuna is started explaining what he is able to see. So he is able to see so many arms, mouths, eyes, and Krishna says there is no end, right? So no middle and no beginning, because Krishna is eternal. He is a Satchit Ananda, right? What is Sat is a eternal. So Krishna has you his form has no end. Your form is difficult to see because of its glaring effulgence, spreading on all sides like a blazing fire or the immeasurable radiance of the sun. Yet I see this glowing form everywhere, adorned with various crowns, clubs, and discs. You are the supreme primal objective. You are the ultimate resting place for all this universe. You are inexhaustible. You are oldest. You are the maintainer of the eternal religion, the personality of Godhead. So, Nityo Nityanam Chetanas Chetananam Eko Vapi Bahunam Vidadati Kaman, right? Krishna as one, he can maintain the whole world. So here he's saying you are the primal objective. So Krishna is the goal, right? So, and you are the ultimate resting place of all universe. So everything when get annihilated, everybody takes shelter in the in Lord. So he is the oldest. He is the Adi Purusha, and then he is the maintainer of eternal religion. So this is my opinion. He says it is my opinion. All the various manifestation of Lord Shiva, the Adityas, the Vasus, the Sadhyas, the Vishwadevas, the two Ashvis, the Maruts, the forefather, the Gandharvas, the Yakshas, the Asuras, and perfect demigods are beholding you in wonder. So he is able to see everyone. Oh, all pervading Vishnu, seeing you with your many radiant color touching the sky, your gaping mouth and your great glowing eyes, my mind is perturbed by fear. I can no longer maintain my steadiness or equilibrium of mind. So now, because this is very scary. The Vishwarup of the Lord. So Arjuna is accepting that he is afraid now. He's not able to uh, 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 like he's accepting that he's feeling afraid, and he's losing his equilibrium now of mind. All the sons of Dhritarashtra along with their allied kings and Bhishma, Drona, Karna and our chief soldiers are also rushing into your fearful mouth, and some I see trapped with head smashed between your teeth. So what can we understand from this one? So he is able to see the future now, where everyone, all sons of Dhritarashtra, along with allied kings, Bhishma, Drona, Karna, all are rushing to Krishna's mouth, right? His fearful mouth. So what is that we can understand from this? Yeah, Sanjay was able to see. Yes, Akash. Yes. What can we understand from this shloka? Future is fixed. Yes. And uh, we can understand there is no need for Arjuna to be afraid or to be compassionate. He felt compassionate, right? Yeah, fear of fight has been gone because he is not it's everything is decided by the Lord, right? Because Krishna, yes, all Kauravas are already killed by Krishna. Yes. So he's able, so we can also take a lesson from this, right? So whatever comes in life, like Krishna says, Matra sparshastu kaunteya shitoshnas dukha dukkaha agama paino nitya tam stitikshasva bharata. So whatever it comes, like a seasons for good and bad, happiness and distress, we have to take it equally, right? It is not in our hands. Everything, nothing is in our hands. If everything in God's, and then why do we have to take so much of anxiety? Why is this anxiety coming? Because I'm trying to control children or anyone of the family members, because we think I can control, I can make it happen, right? It is our belief, but actually nothing is in our control. If Krishna rake Krishna mare Krishna rake ke, that is, if Krishna want to kill someone, no one can stop it. And if Krishna want to save someone also, no one. Like how Prahlad Maharaj, how did he save Krishna, right? Sorry, how did he save Prahlad? So many problems. How much every day he was getting, like his father was planning to kill him, but Krishna saved him. So if somebody want to kill, I mean, if Krishna decides to kill someone, no one can be spared. That we can understand. So we can see here the complete army, right? Everyone, millions of yes, Sri Krishna Arpanamastu. Very nice. Yes. So everybody are going into Krishna's huge mouth. As the many waves of the rivers flow in the ocean, so do all these great warriors enter blazing into your mouths. So just like a small rivers join the ocean, right? So they come from a different place and they join the ocean. Similarly, Arjuna is telling that all this, everyone are coming and they're just rushing into the blazing, entering, blazing into into Krishna's mouth. I see all people rushing full speed into your mouth. That is like death is coming, right, for all of them, as moths dash to destruction in a blazing fire. So we know that with these insects also, like when there is a even like when there is a fire, they just die, right? The moths, they cannot survive, even they can't even survive a light also, like they will die. We see like when they go near light and then they give up their life. So here in a pastime in Vrindavan, Krishna actually, when there is a forest fire, he asks everybody, all his friends, to close their eyes, and then he opens his mouth and takes the complete fire inside as a kid, right? O Lord of Lords, so fierce of form, please tell me who you are. I offer my obeisances unto you. Please be gracious to me, your primal Lord. I want to know about you, for I do not know what your mission is. Now is actually Arjuna is so afraid. He's paying obeisances again and again, and he's telling, please be gracious to me. He's afraid. So what will happen to him? So he's asking, what is your mission? What is your mission? Who are you? So then Krishna says, the blessed Lord said, time I am destroyer of the worlds, and I have come to engage all people. With the exception of you Pandavas, all the soldiers here on both sides will be, I think, killed. Will Okay. So what are the 5 subject matters of Bhagavad Gita? You can post in the chat. So what are the 5 subject matters of Gita? Anyone knows what are the 5 subject matters? What is mainly there are 5 subject matters. Yes, Krishna is supreme. So which that is called Ishvara. So which actually Bhagavad Gita covers. So one is that Krishna, that is Ishvara, and then we are soul. Yes, nice. So that is Jiva, Ishvara, Jiva, and then what else? Prakriti. Okay, Prakriti, and then yes, Prakriti, and then Kala, okay, and Karma, okay, the activities and the time. So Krishna is telling, I am that time. So uh, so we see, right? I mean, nothing. I mean, time will take over everything. I mean, it will destroy everything. So Krishna is saying that I am that time. So how is a death for a devotee and non-devotee? So death is going to happen for everyone. So no one is going to get spared, because whatever is the lifespan we live, and we have to die one day. So it is said that Krishna, like if in a mouse in the mouth of cat is very scary, right? Because it's going to eat eat it. But then, how is the cat holding its kitten very safely, right? It is very safely holding. Similarly, the death, Krishna will come as death, like in a very scary thing. Like, and also we can see some people suffer a lot during that. That is like there are that is also like if somebody has not into a devotion at all, and we see that in old age or at the time of death. So Prabhupada says that it's like a litmus test. So how one person dies at a in his, I mean, when he's dying, right? So the death, by seeing the death, we can understand about how was that person. It cannot be like, it may not be like in the same life. It can be also like many millions life we take. So sometimes it will be of our past karmas we suffer now. So, but then Krishna, for a devotee, because devotee is not afraid of his death. He knows what is his future going to be, because he is very clear. He knows, like, if I am doing the Krishna consciousness all my life, then I may not be born again. I can either go to devotional, into a spiritual world, or Krishna says, "Prapya punyakritam lokan ushitva shashvati samaha shuchinam shrimatam gehe yoga brush vidjayate." I mean, that is the person who has done Krishna consciousness like 50%, then he can get a birth in aristocratic family, so that he can continue from where he stops, right? Like in devotional service, there is no uh, uh, it is not like in material world we learn something, and from in this janma how much ever qualification I do, but then in my next life I have to start from scratch. But in spiritual life it is not like that. Swalpam apyasi dharmas alpamas swalpam apyasya dharmasya trayate mahato bhayat. Like little bit of, Prabhupada says, if you do Krishna consciousness in this life, at least you won't be born as a animal, right? You will be born as a human being in your next life. So at least we need to take a devotional life seriously. तस्मा तस् तस्मात् त्वमुत्तिष्ठ यशो लभस्व जित्वा शत्रून् भुङ्क्ष्व राज्यं समृद्धम् मयैवेते निहता पूर्वमेव निमित्तमात्रं भव सव्यसाचिन्. Therefore get up, prepare to fight and win glory, conquer your enemies and enjoy a flourishing kingdom. They are already put to death by my arrangement, and you, O Savyasachi, can be put an instrument in the fight. So Krishna is telling you just become an instrument. So Lord can do anything. Krishna need not, he don't need Arjuna. So it is not like Arjuna is a great warrior, so because of that he could win it. No, because Krishna was on his side. We know, right? Like it is one of the 9 reasons for victory, where because of Krishna, Krishna is there on their side. That is why they won the war, right? But Krishna want to glorify his devotee, like how a devotee want to glorify the Lord. The Lord also want to glorify his devotees. So he don't want to take any credit. He want to give that credit to Arjuna. So he's asking Arjuna, and also we can this Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, when he 500 years back when he came, he could have done this Hare Krishna movement himself all over the world, but then he wanted to give this credit to Srila Prabhupada. So he said, "Mora Senadipati Bhakt Ayega." I mean, he said that my Senadipati Bhakta is going to come, my devotee is going to. He predicted. So he wanted to glorify Prabhupada. So that is a God, right? He don't want to get glorified himself. So he's telling, now you just become my instrument, and then take conquer this uh, uh, flourishing kingdom. So this is like an instrument, right? Instrument in a hand of a doctor, right? In a hand of surgeon. So instrument is not actually doing anything, but it is the doctor who is doing. So just like that. So Arjun is not, is just like a instrument. He is only so we also want to, we have to become an instrument in Lord's hand, right? So we all can become an instrument to spread this message of Gita by doing some service. We can do, I mean, this is a service of Lord, because Krishna says every yuga Krishna comes to spread this knowledge, right? So so he want to give this knowledge to everyone. It is not like I know and I just keep it to myself. So we have to give it to others, and we cannot go and tell like to our relatives, friends, known people. They will not be ready to accept. So give to the people who are ready to take it, right? And you can help people like Namanisha Prabhuji, who is our president, who has started this, right? Almost 1.5 years back. So with a mission to spread this to everyone. So many people, lakhs of people, no, more than 6 lakh people now have taken advantage of this free course. So we request you all, at least you spread this message. Like the next course is going to start on 9th of May. So you can just become an instrument. So anyways, it is Krishna is we know that Lord has already planned, like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu already predicted, prithvi prithvi che nagaradigram sarvatra hoye prachare moranam. Anyhow, this glory, Krishna's glory is going to expand everywhere in the world. Already now many countries we know, like everybody are taking into Krishna consciousness, and all are knowing the glories of Krishna. So we only have to become instrument. If not me, Krishna will choose somebody else, right? There is no scarcity in Krishna's kingdom. He can take somebody else, but if we become an instrument, we get glorified, right? So we can at least share the messages in the groups. If somebody gets advantage of this, and if their life change, and that credit comes to you, right? Arjuna said, O master of the senses, the world becomes joyful upon hearing your name, and thus everyone becomes attached to you. Although the perfect beings offer you their respectful homage, the demons are afraid and they flee here and there. All this is rightly done. So everybody becomes happy by hearing Lord's name because he's Akarshati iti Krishna. Krishna is all attractive. So anybody who, but that is only for the pure devotees. But then if when Kamsa heard Lord Krishna's name, he couldn't, I mean, all the time he was able to, he was unfavorable way. He was actually remembering the Lord, right? So he was afraid when he will come and kill. After he heard that Akashvani, since then he was always afraid of the Lord. So Arjuna is telling the same thing here. You are air, fire, water, and you are the moon. You are the supreme controller and the grandfather. Thus, I offer my respectful obeisances unto you 1,000 times and yet again. So, again and again, he's paying obeisances. He is so afraid, and Arjuna, he is paying obeisances to the Lord again and again. So he's telling you are the air, fire, water. So everything, Krishna is the one, right? So he is the moon. It is said that sun and moon are both eyes of the this universal form of the eye, God. The one eye, one is the sun, and the other one is the moon. So Prabhupada says sun is the hot eye, and moon is the cold eye of the Lord. सखेति मत्वा प्रसभं यदुक्तं हे कृष्ण हे यादव हे सखेति अजानता महिमानं तवेदं मया प्रमादात् प्राणायेन वापि यच्चावहस् हसर्थम असत्कृतोऽसि विहारशय्यासन भोजनेषु एको अथवापि अच्युत तत्समक्षं क्षामये त्वाम् अहम् अप्रमेयम्. Thinking of you as my friend, I have rashly addressed you, O Krishna, O Yadava, O friend, O my friend, not knowing your glories. So he's asking forgiveness now. Please forgive whatever I may have done in madness or in love. I have dishonored you many times, jesting as we relaxed, lay on the same bed, or sat or ate together, sometimes alone and sometimes in front of many friends. Oh, infallible one, please excuse me of all those offenses. Like even in material world, if we think somebody as a normal person, and then we come to know like he's some big shot, or then we feel, oh my god, I didn't know I spoke to him like a very normal person like that, right? So just imagine what would be the situation of Arjuna. He thought him as his friend, cousin, and now he's so much they exchange their talks, because Krishna never revealed to the pure devotees. He is like by yoga maya, he covers himself. He don't want to exhibit that he is Lord, because if that relation comes, what happens, that sweet relationship is not there. Now Arjuna is no more able to speak to him like in a friendly manner, right? He feels like he's lower. He's he sees the Lord as very in the in awe and reverence, right? He cannot relate Lord. So he's asking for the forgiveness. So after seeing this universal form, which I have never seen before, I am gladdened, but at the same time my mind is disturbed with fear. Therefore, please bestow your grace upon me and reveal again your form as the personality of Godhead, O Lord of Lord, O abode of the universe. So we see that Arjuna is always so expressive, right? Whatever he feels, he is very open and he is very expressive. So if he is afraid, and it is not like we see that complete conversation where Krishna and Arjuna, it is nowhere it is like a commandment. Arjuna is giving something, and he has to accept whatever is told by Krishna. So whenever he has a doubt, he questions Krishna, and that's how it is very nice conversation between the Lord and Arjuna. And here also he's telling that I am very afraid I am glad and I am happy to see this, but again my mind is disturbed. So please grace upon me and show your normal form. So Krishna, Arjun want to see the normal form now. Sanjaya said to Dhritarashtra, the Supreme Personality of Godhead Krishna, having spoken thus to Arjuna, displayed his real four-armed form and at last showed his two-armed form, thus encouraging the fearful Arjuna. So first he asked him to show the four-handed form, and then he comes to his two-handed form. Shri Bhagavanuvacha Sudurdasham idam rupam drishtavanasi yanmaya deva apyasya rupasya niyatam darshana kamshitaha. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, my dear Arjuna, this form of mine you are now seeing is very difficult to behold. Even the demigods are ever seeking the opportunity to see this form which is so dear. So Krishna does not show this form to everyone. So which is the form? Actually, he has come to know the Sham Sundar form of two-handed form. So it is not, yes, he had come in the material world, but then nobody understood that he is the Lord. But this form is only available in Goloka. Otherwise, everybody goes to the Kshirodaka Shai Vishnu, who is the expansion of the Lord Krishna. So nobody is able to see. Only when he comes in Brahma's one day in the material world, right? That time the devatas are able to see this form. So that he is um, uh, so that he is explaining, Krishna is explaining to Arjuna. Bhaktya tvananyaya shakya ahamevam vidhorjuna jnatum drashtum cha tatvena praveshtum cha parantapa. My dear Arjuna, only by undivided devotional service can I be understood as I am standing before you, and can thus be seen directly. Only in this way can you enter into the mysteries of my understanding. So it is very clear, right? Krishna is not a Brahma Jyoti or he is not effulgence, right? He's telling that he is understand me as I am standing before you. So as Krishna, as a Sham Sundar form. And how one can understand the Lord? Only with the devotional service. Undivided, that to ahaituki apratiyata, ye atma suprasidati. That is ahaituki apratiyata means without any other motivations, not like desiring for some wealth or some expecting liberation or whatever. It is not a pure devotion. So um, uh, there is a shloka in Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. Um, what is it? Anya Bilashita Shunyam means there is no Anya Bilashita Shunyam. There is no other desire. Jnana karma, the anavrutam, like not like for getting some knowledge or from mental speculation, or I mean, not engaging in any fruitive activities. Anukulena Krishnanu Shilanam Bhaktiruttamam. So Anukulena Krishnanu, whatever is favorable for Krishna, only doing that. So that is called as pure devotional service. That is said by Rupa Goswami, Rupa Goswami or Acharya. And here, this is actually, this is a pastime which comes in uh, Chaitanya Charitamrita, where the deity walked for his devotee. Okay, it is a real thing which has happened. This is comes in Chaitanya Charitamrita, where deity walks for his devotee. And also we have many places, many times we have, if we think that there is Lord if we think that there is Lord, then Lord is there. If we think there is no Lord, then there is no Lord. So Krishna does not manifest. He says that I don't manifest to the fools and atheistic people. They will never understand Lord. So anybody knows which is this Vigraha, and who is this? You can post in chat. What is this pastime? You can also raise your hand. You can just, if you can tell about this pastime, just raise your hand. Anyone knows this pastime? What had happened? This is a famous pastime. I think many of you should be knowing. Yes, Kusum Lata Mataji. Yes, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Yes, Mataji. No, it's not Annamaya. Panduranga. Yes. Yes, Kusum Mataji, you can go ahead. Yes, it's Udupi Shri Krishna. Yes, Chandrasekhar Prabhuji, very right answer. Yes, Mataji, you want to explain? Kusumlata Mataji? Yeah, you can unmute.
Because Kankadas was a low caste person, priest
Yeah,
did not allow him to enter the temple and have darshan. So he was praying lot from outside, backside of the temple, and
correct.
through a window.
Yes. And
And
what is that window called? What is that window called?
that I don't know. To the
Kanakana
window,
Kindi.
and God turned himself towards Kankadas.
Yeah, actually the window was made later. God made that. Okay, that bricks and all fall, and then He gives darshan. So where Lord showed, I mean the 180-degree He turned and He showed
180
the,
degrees.
yeah, He showed that form, and then He so that shows that deity is not just because there is Lord in that, right? Yes.
Yes.
Thank you, Mataji. Very nice. Yes,
Thank you,
Kanakana
Mataji.
Kindi.
Hare
Yes.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. So this is in Udupi. So this is the last shloka. My dear Arjuna, he who engages in my pure devotional service, free from contamination of fruitive activities and mental speculation, he who works for me, who makes me the supreme goal of his life, and who is friendly to every living being, he certainly comes to me. So the pure devotional service, right? It is without any desires for of any personal desires and free from contamination of fruitive activities, right? And then mental speculation. He who works for me, who makes me the supreme goal, who is friend to every living entity. So every living entity, we need to be compassionate, no, right? So then that person can come to me. So compassionate is not just for like domestic animals or anything. So we have to be compassionate to all the living beings, right? Because Krishna is the supreme father for all the living entity. So Krishna is telling here only that person who is friendly to every living being, right? Be so such person can come to the Lord. So in Brahma Samhita it is stated, this is from the purport, that those who are attached to Sham Sundar form of Krishna in love and devotion can see him always within the heart and cannot see anything else. So this is a Premanjana Charit. One should understand therefore that the purport of this 11th chapter is that the form of Krishna is essential and supreme. Okay. So this is how we have to understand the Lord. So with only the pure devotion, Krishna reveals himself. So when we do with all sincerity, we do our devotional service. So slowly, like Krishna says, like Tadami buddhesham satata yuktanam bhajatam priti purvakam dadami buddhi yogam tam yena mam upayantite. One who engages themselves in the pure devotional service. So Krishna gives the intelligence how we can go to Krishna. And also he says in another shloka, Tesham Tesham Satata Yuktanam Bhajatam Priti no Purvakam uh, At Nashayam Atma Bhavasto Jnana Deepena Bhasvata. Like I will with the light of knowledge, I shall destroy the ignorance, right? Uh, uh, the all illusion I will destroy, Krishna says. So this is possible when we are really sincere in our devotional service. So how to begin the undivided devotional service towards Krishna? So anytime we can chant, there is no time restriction. So anytime you have, so free you are having free time or you are outside, anytime chant Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So I unmute you all. You all can chant. We all can chant together. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Thank you, everyone. Hare Krishna.
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Thank
Yes,
you so much.
thank you. Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So, any questions? Okay. Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna Mataji, thank you.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Thank you, Hare Krishna. So, anyone has any questions? So, tomorrow is the last chapter on Bhakti. That is chapter 12, and then the Jnana chapter, like more of like philosophy kind. I mean, more it is that is also nice. Yeah. So tomorrow is a very interesting chapter, short chapter, but many stories are there, very beautiful stories. So okay, I would like to know how many of you are chanting at least one round. Please raise your hands. Uh, okay, very nice. Okay, only two, three. Yes. Okay, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. 6 is good. Or mosquitoes kept an exception from the category of species to be compassionate about. Actually, yeah. So basically, it is better to avoid, right? Avoid in the sense like we can avoid like closing the doors during evenings, and if there is a like a mosquito net, we can use only that we can do, right? So whatever is possible, we can do. Yes. Okay, only 5 people. Why everybody others are not doing? Please start, right? So, see, if you want to see change in your life, you need to start chanting. So otherwise, it is not possible, right? Okay, Kavita Patel and okay, is it for questions or is it you raised for when will new start begin? It's on May 9th. May 9th. 9th of May. Okay. So we will share it in the group. You can share with your family and friends for the new batch. So, okay. No questions today? Hare Krishna. No questions? Anyone has any questions, you can post in chat also. Hare Krishna. Everyone should start chanting, then only we feel the happiness. Yes. Yes, Chandrasekhar Prabhu. Then only we can feel that because, yeah, because this Hare Krishna mantra, it is coming directly from the spiritual world, right? So when we start chanting, we realize that like uh, 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 this happiness we cannot explain, right? I mean, initially you may not understand, but then if you really start increasing your rounds, then you start knowing the difference actually. If somebody who is doing 16 rounds, anyone here doing 16 rounds, I mean, any from old batch or anyone, if they're doing, they will tell you how much difference they can see in their lives. Kusumlata Mataji, Hare Krishna. Yes, Mataji, you can share your experience so that it will be encouraging for others also.
16 rounds, Mataji.
Okay. Okay. From how long, Mataji, you are doing 16 rounds?
Since last 2 months.
Okay. So any difference you can see, Mataji, after doing 16 rounds?
Yeah, you feel peaceful.
Yes. Very nice. So there's so many things are there, right? And also like we have so many anarthas. So everything starts reducing. Everything comes. Only Bhishma Maharaj. What is the question? Pritam? Only Bhishma Maharaj and Dronacharya saw his Bhagwan Roop during peace keeping talk. No, actually, everybody saw, like it is said that I mean, he looked differently. I mean, he looked very pleasant for the for devotees, but for the other people, demonic people, they were all, they got scared. So different he looked different for different people. And actually, this Duryodhana, he felt like he's some Mayavi or something, right? He used to call him a Mayavi. He never believed that Krishna is Lord. So, yes, yes, okay. Hare Krishna. Yes, any other questions? Okay, any other question? Okay, please do start chanting, because that is also a criteria for you to go to the next level, level 2. If you wish to continue in this journey and you want to go to level 2, one round of chanting is compulsory. That is 108 times saying the Hare Krishna mantra. How to control the anger? So you start chanting, you will anger also will automatically get controlled. Okay, because why? Because this mind, Krishna is the Rishikesha, he's the master of senses, right? Senses and mind. So why is this anger coming in from? Because of mind, right? So when you engage your senses in service of Lord, so automatically it gets purified. So that is the way. So engaging the senses means start with chanting, right? Starts with chanting. Okay. Me. Okay, I am being connected with ISKCON Mangaluru since October 2020. I first did my course in October 2020, and from November I was into some. I mean, November I took up admin service, and from then some one or other service I was there. And last October, first time October and November I took kids batch, two batches, and then I got into adults. And this is in English first time. This is my first batch. I did two batch in Kannada previously. Yeah. Chandrasekhar Prabhu. Why Krishna created spiritual and material world? See, Krishna, spiritual world is eternal. Okay, that is always there. Krishna stays there with his eternal. I mean, the devotees. So this material world is created for us living beings like us, because like the all of us, we wanted to enjoy in different way. So to give us an opportunity, to make us understand, actually it is said, like before leaving the spiritual world, Krishna says three times, he asks us, don't leave me, don't go. But then we say, no, no, I want to enjoy, I have some desires, I don't want to serve you, because the souls our dharma is to serve the Lord, but we don't want to do that. And then Krishna says, okay, then go, right? So then we come here and we are having so much of miseries. Why so much of misery God has kept here? Because he don't want us to stay here for long. So he want us to come back to him, right? So he's merciful. He want us. He loves us. So he want us to come back to him. That is why the miseries are here. Birth, death, old age, and disease, and the secondary miseries, the all kleshas, right? Adi Daivika, Adi Bhautika, and Adhyatmika kleshas, all this, because we don't want, he don't want us to stick here, because this is not a hotel, na? So why he created this? Because of our desires. So to get fulfilled our desires, he made this material world. How to control the tongue? Uh, yeah, it has to come, it will come with practice, how to control the tongue. See, artificially it is not possible. So when you engage, if more in the, like what to say, prajalpa, right? Prajalpa, in the sense, there is um, uh, a nectar of devotion, Rupa Goswami says that if we engage in unnecessary talks, rumors, and what is that shloka? I'm not getting. So if we avoid those things, right, then automatically the mouth will, I mean, our tongue will be controlled. You speak about the Lord, you share the things about Lord, what you have learned, share those things with Lord, with sorry, others. speak about him and learn about him, so that the tongue will be in control, right? When otherwise what we do, we most of the time we'll be speaking unnecessary things which is of no use, right? So engage yourself in something good, then the automatically the tongue will get come into control. Start with chanting. How we should keep habit of, Chandrasekhar Prabhuji asked Mataji, how we should keep habit of Bhagavad Gita reading and understand Gnana? Please explain briefly. Habit of Bhagavad Gita, uh, Prabhuji, what I suggest is be in connection of devotees, okay? Sadhu Sangha. Sadhu Sangha is very important. So now it is Shraddha, which made you to come here and you're listening to the course. But then to continue in this journey, we all need that support, right? Many of us, like not necessary at like in your home, there may not be a favorable environment for everyone, right? So you need a association. So that devotee association becomes very important, because when we fall down also, we have someone to uplift us and to guide us. So please start attending the Bhagavatam classes and in the morning 8 o'clock, and habit of Bhagavad Gita reading and understanding Jnana, it will come to you. So be in association. You join the level 2 class, right? Level 2 course. In that also again you have a deeper understanding about Bhagavad Gita shlokas, and also yeah, and also there'll be a Bhakti Vriksha groups. Okay, Bhakti Vriksha groups means you all will be assigned like a different timing. If, for example, like it can be some people, some Bhakti Vriksha happens like weekly twice on weekdays. So who are all at home, they can join that. Or if somebody is working, some weekend Bhakti Vriksha groups are there. So you can join convenient time, and it is a book reading. Together you all can read, right, with the devotees. So you can start reading the Bhagavad Gita. Actually, you have to start with Bhagavad Gita only, and then the other books. So they'll be reading. So you read Bhagavad Gita detailedly with purport. So you will understand. You will get to know that slowly. You will understand it. Yes, Rhythm Prabhuji asked Mataji, like level 1 is of 18 days. What is the duration of level 2, 3, and 4? Yeah, level 2 duration it may take 3 months, and level 3 also some 3 months, and level 4 is 4 years. Sorry, 1 year. Bhakti Shastri it is. So level 2 basically it is only on the weekend, 2 days, or in the weekday, but it will be only 2 days a week usually, and it will be in the early morning or in the night. Early morning 6 a.m. Or in the I think some are on weekdays also, and the same early morning, and then evening 8:30, like that it will be 1 hour sessions, one and a half. How many books are there in Bhagavatam? Shruti wants to know. Okay, Bhagavatam actually 18 volumes, but now there is available. Now they have made it very small books, so there are many books. I have purchased the one which I purchased. I think I have around 44 books. It's all small. You can carry anywhere, right? One canto itself is divided into different books, very small and compatible. I'll show you tomorrow. A small books. But earlier it used to be a very book. It is very difficult to carry. Now you can carry also. Yeah. Hare Krishna. Any other questions? Okay, Abhijit Tupare, Hare Krishna. You want to say something?
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Yeah, Hare Krishna.
Mataji, I want to ask that only in Vishnu has Dasavataram. Okay, so only Hare Krishna and Hare Rama, only 2 names have been taken in this mantra. Why all other are left?
See, basically you will understand this when you read Bhagavatam. Okay, actually, all Krishna, like why it is not. First of all, this is given by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is Lord Krishna himself. So when you take it is given in Brahmanda Purana that 1,000 name of Vishnu is equal to 1 name of the Lord Rama. Okay, and when you 3 name of Lord Ram is equal to 1 name of Lord Krishna. So how much effect you will have, you can just imagine. So that is given in the Brahman Puran. And also, who is Lord Vishnu? Actually, this expansions you need to understand. For deeper understanding, you need to see the Bhagavatam. It is said that first it is Krishna. From Krishna's expansion comes Balram, and from Balram comes Sankarshan. That is the four quadruple expansions. And then comes the Narayana, and from him comes second Sankarsana, and from second Sankarsana comes three Vishnus. Okay, the Mahavishnu, and then from Mahavishnu comes Garbhodaka Shai Vishnu, and from Garbhodaka Shai Vishnu, Kshirodaka Shai Vishnu. So Kshirodaka Shai Vishnu is the one Vishnu which we refer, from whom the all incarnations, I mean, come and all that, right? So to whom all devatas go and pray. So that is Kshirodaka Shai Vishnu. So he is already the expansion of the Lord himself. So it is not different than the Lord. So that is why we take Hare Krishna only. Did I answer your question? Hare
Yes,
Krishna.
Mataji. Yes, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Bhagavatam, Prabhuji. You need to Bhagavatam first canto explain detailedly about the creation. So how all creation happened, how the Lord created, and how he expanded himself to different forms. And incarnations, actually, there are innumerable. So it is said there is innumerable expansions. It is only main they have quoted. Actually, Bhagavatam speaks about around 22 to 22 incarnations of the Lord. But apart from that also, there are innumerable, but only the main they have mentioned in that, which covers all that Kurmavatara and Varaha and all that. Hare Krishna. Okay. Any other questions? Hare Krishna. Okay. So if no questions, we can close. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki jai, Namacharya Ardas Thakur ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Krishna. Thank you everyone. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Thank you. Thank you. So see you all tomorrow.